Hi friends, Tracy.bish here, Stepping Up Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to the Monochromatic Instagram hop for this week. This week we are featuring Grey Granite. I'm super excited to share this card with you because it is so simple and very easy to create. I'm using basic white thick cardstock as well as Grey Granite. We have the stylish shape dies, the distressed brick embossing folder, and we're also using the Lily Pond Lane 6x6 DSP. Really pretty. One of the colors in there that features in this DSP is Grey Granite, which is why I chose it. So easy to create when you've got those coordinating colors in the DSP. Alright, so I really wanted to use this duck DSP. I just wanted to be able to die cut, or actually fussy cut, one of these ducks and pop in my card. Okay, so I have a piece of A4 thick cardstock. This is scored in half and then cut in half, and that is our card base. I'm also using a piece of basic white thick for my card front. Now, I'm not going to talk about any measurements as we're going through this video, but if you want the measurements, they will be over on my blog, and the blog is linked in the description of this video, so go and check those out. This is a monochromatic Instagram hop where fellow demonstrators and my friends are creating beautiful cards using Grey Granite. So if you would like to check the hop out, head over to Instagram. My handle is @stampintracybish, and you can go over there, find this card, and then in the comments section there are all the people that are joining in this hop. You're going to find so much inspiration because they are really all so clever at creating beautiful cards every single week featuring a different color. So I've chosen one of those little ducks from that DSP. I'm just going to quickly fussy cut round. In that stamps of that bundle there is dies, and I'm sure that you'll be able to cut out some of those ducks from that DSP. I'm also using the circles dies from the stylish shape dies. I've grabbed two of the Grey Granite DSP pieces, and I'm just going to cut those out with our dies. So I'm just cutting around, trying not to use too much of my DSP. I want to make sure that we're not wasteful with our DSP. We are also cutting out a piece of Grey Granite cardstock. Actually, we end up cutting out 3 Grey Granite cardstocks and 2 from our DSP. So we're going to run this through our mini cut and emboss machine. This little emboss machine is amazing. Perfect for those little jobs, although I will recommend grabbing a big one because unfortunately you can't emboss with the mini. It's only good for small dies. Okay, so I have some of my die cut shapes here. Now, as usual, I am trying to work out how exactly I'm going to create this card, because if you've been following me on my Instagram monochromatic hops, you know that I don't have my card figured out before I turn the video on. I have a little bit of an idea and we just roll with the punches and see how we go, which means that sometimes I have to cut out a whole piece of video because I changed my mind a couple of times, but that's okay, we can do that. So I'm just going to add another couple of these die cuts in the Grey Granite cardstock. I am going to actually emboss with that distressed brick embossing folder as well to give it just a little bit of extra texture to my card. So here I'm just working out how I want it. It's a little bit hard to see some of that DSP, but the 2 circles closest to that center circle with the duck are DSP, and then the other 2 circles are just straight Grey Granite. So I'm just going to add these through the embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder, so we need to use the grey plate, which is plate 4 on the platform. Okay, so we have those 2. I'm going to bring in my blending brushes and just add a little bit of ink to those to give it, a little bit more effect and extra texture, and it really shows up that exposed brick as well. So, we want to really be able to see that embossing feature there as well. Okay, so we can start popping all the cards together. Now, if you're in need of any of the supplies that I've used on today's card, you can certainly purchase them in my online store. I've got some really wonderful gifts for my customers. There's a handmade card each month, as well as a Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, which has 12 tutorials using one sweet per month. And you will love those products because those projects will be amazing. Now, if you spend over $65 in product, in addition to those 2 free gifts, you'll also receive the monthly tutorial bundle, which has between 40 and 55, sometimes up to 60 tutorials with full color photos, instructions, all the measurement supplies. Some of them have videos as well, so you're getting lots and lots of inspiration there. And you know, I'd love to spoil you as a customer of mine. So if you live in Australia and you're not already ordering through a demonstrator, you can certainly purchase in my online store. There is a link in the description of this video. So here I'm just adding all these circles down. Some I have used just liquid glue, some I've popped up with some dimensionals, and this one, although I did put down on liquid glue, I've pulled it up and we're going to add some dimensionals there and pop it up just to make it all even and work out, because it just looked a little bit odd. I also want to add a new sentiment to this card front. I went with the happy birthday, and actually took that sentiment stamp from the Attention Shoppers bundle, which it's also in the catalogue. Really nice stamp set as well. And we've just glued that down. There's no pop-up with dimensionals with the card front to the card base. There's enough with those circles. Okay, so I have my grey granite and smoky slate pearls. These are in the annual catalogue. These are really pretty. There's 2 sizes, and I'm just going to add a couple of those grey granite ones down onto my card front. Actually, I had 3 because you've got to have an odd number when you're using your embellishments. So this is the Attention Shoppers bundle, and I'm just going to grab out that happy birthday. It's a nice small sentiment, and we're going to stamp that down onto the grey granite cardstock, just a piece of grey granite with Versamark ink, and I'm going to heat emboss with basic white, or the white embossing powder. So once we have the powder down, I'm going to bring in my heat tool and run that over the image until that powder melts and becomes nice and glossy and beautiful. And we're just going to cut this sentiment down to like a banner. So nice and small. I'm going to banner cut the right hand side and then pop it underneath the little duck on the left, the duck that we fussy cut. So I really hope that you've enjoyed my card for grey granite for this week's Monochromatic Instagram hop. If you have, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, left me a comment, hit subscribe if you haven't done that already. And yeah, if you've really enjoyed this video, share it with your friends and family. I would be 100% grateful for that. Okay, let's banner cut that end, and we're going to add some dimensionals to the banner side of that sentiment piece, and I'm just going to add a little bit of liquid glue to the left hand side as I tuck that underneath the little duck there. But how cute's this? You know, grey granite is very masculine. I've sort of added a little bit of colour there with the little duck, but super cute. This is perfect for men or women. You could have this for a birthday for anyone. So I really hope that you've enjoyed today's card. I'll be back with another video really soon for you, so thank you so much for spending a bit of time with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and leaving a comment. Alright everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye bye.